secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on last year's national champion, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
White going to attack through the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab on the left side. Hits the crease. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
From the gun, the ground game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Got the tight end outside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ferguson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to run it. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. And Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
White wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth it.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on last year's national champion, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. All wideouts, no backs. To throw, it's Croman Hope. He's going to go for a big one. Brings it in down the left side. Turning it on. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Buys a little time with his feet. Slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing up, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmaker.
Touchdown Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball on the 1st possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. Going to attack through the air. Fires to the tight end. Oh, it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Mississippi State. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Ferguson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Send that offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Snagged out of the air.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. White wants to throw it. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
That's reeled in. It's Davis. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They're going to run it. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. White going to attack through the air. Quarterback adapting. Running into the open space. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Buying some time. And some room to work. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
At the 36, brings up second down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Brown has it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. White wants to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Snagged in the middle. It's Voorhees. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 8 Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lets it fly. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down. When it matters the most, you could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
A lot of times you have these guys start, these wide receivers, they're game breakers, and you want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football because he can get 5 yards in a hurry when you need those plays, especially when you want to mix it up on the defense and keep them guessing.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. The give to Davis. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Winston. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Unloads it left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
With the catch, it's Thompson. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. In the red zone, you got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. That's caught. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
White going to attack through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Anthony. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's caught. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. Can't get him to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Just just enough time for one final play of the half. White wants to throw it. Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Caught near the sticks. It's Voorhees. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he puts through the extra point.
Mississippi State, 21, Arkansas, 7.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
Hard-hitting tackle.
running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. It's complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
Well, if I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
Got a man. It's Davis.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Makes the grab.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught over the middle. It's Winston. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. An 84-yard drive there, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ferguson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. White going to attack through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends
this
the
nigga
ball,
is using some weird
great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the...
He lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine.
Going over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know...
I didn't say the guys on the ground.
He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, it looked like he was going to get the first down there. You're the quarterback, you're the coach, you're thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to dial up the next play, but not so fast, David. Defense comes away with a massive takeaway.
Huge takeaway, and think about it. You're trying as hard as you can to get him down, stop him on this fourth down, get the ball back. He gets the first down. It's a little bit demoralizing, but because you're running to the football, you get a hand on it, you get the football out. Now you get, it's like stopping him on fourth down anyways, because you got the ball and you're getting it back to your offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Here's the pressure. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Line room to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the beatdown has ensued.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two.
My God,
receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ferguson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's what they're doing
right now. I don't care what the fuck.
The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. White wants to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Off and running. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going for the big play. He's got it down
that shit.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, and until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end.
Looking for the end zone. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You can tell he believed it. Put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage. You got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Oh, why don't this nigga fumble?
On the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. Caught, close to the marker, it's Winston.
Give me a hit stick
Keep
animation.
this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit
Oh
conservative,
my
or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football.
This fucking game is so fucking bad.
And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And this is a part of the game where it is so nice to have a big physical running back who can break tackles, right? You got the lead, it's late in the game, defense is tired, and he's able to just bounce off of tacklers.
He don't fumble that, though.
First downs and moving the sticks.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Evans. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team.
Please, niggas, don't hit hard.
Throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Oftentimes, as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean.
Oh, he wants it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the comeback is on.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Pittsburgh has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. They're trailing by 15 to UNLV. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12.
Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it for a big play. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown.
I guess I'm just confused. But that was cover 4.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hoke. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Ferguson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that...
Turning on the Jets. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line. And man, are they in business.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get it. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds to create that negative play.
White going to attack through the air. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Calls his own number. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Going to try to get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. The Razorbacks look to do some damage in the red zone. White wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Last chance, and he's got it. He's got it for the touchdown. And they can send it to overtime with the kick. Or do they dare try to win it here?
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they'll try to win it right here with the 2-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. Bitch ass! They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the fourth. Not all close games are...
My bad.
What a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better?
I knew it.
Playoff, big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What a game. That is easily the craziest game I've ever been a part of. Thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I just played. Have a good night, bro. I appreciate y'all. Actually, let's look at this. I'm not gonna lie. This is insane. Craziest game I've ever played. Easily. Nigga, I was down what? I was down 34-7. Wow. And if I lose recruits because I didn't throw to my receivers enough, albeit, bro, I can't get mad about that. Shout out to Hunter for this crazy ass pick. I don't know how he thought. I don't know what. I'm so clueless, bro. Like, I'm in awe of what just happened. I couldn't say much because I had to lock in and not mess it up. That throw to Voorhees, though, yeah, yeah, bro. Look, man, y'all seen it. Number 2, bro, y'all just don't understand. Like, that game had me down for so long. Oh God. But he really snuck that bitch out. That's crazy. We got Baylor, Colorado, Oregon State, bye. Louisville, Boise, Tech, Missouri. That Missouri game will be interesting. I'll see y'all later. Have a good night. What a game. Wow. 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 Shout out to bro. I was gonna say some crazy stuff, but it's not him. It's the game. The game love him. So I almost talk to him crazy, but it's not him. That's crazy, bro. Walker Wright, I'm not gonna lie. I was supposed to end this, but bro, Walker White just solidified himself as my starting quarterback. Like, that was an insane game, and he played amazing. Like, he played amazing, bro. I can't get mad at it. Like, that nigga played great. He actually was able to throw, like, he has the worst deep accuracy I've ever seen in my life, and he was able to connect on the deep routes. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, I look, bro, it's some kind of fortitude fight that I have in my blood. Like, I'm not even trying to be on no, like, cocky ass guy, bro. I mean, I'm just gonna say it's the Lord, bro. It's 36 and 1/2. Come on, bro. 36 and 1/4. We play 6 minutes. Never mind. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.